Nasty C is a little boy. He's a coward.
South Africa has a strange habit. We build rappers into superstars, then we spend years trying to tear them down. One day, an artist is called the future of African hip-hop.
When you see Nasty C, you must bow. You hear me? When you see Nasty C, you bow.
A few years later, they are washed, they fell off, they are finished. We've seen it happen to Nasty C, we've seen it happen to Cassper Nyovest, and even artists outside traditional SA hip-hop like Shebeshxt have gone from being internet favorites to constant targets of criticism. So why does this keep happening? Why does South Africa seem so quick to turn against its biggest rap stars? And the answer has less to do with music and more to do with fame itself. Let's talk about it.
Nah, South, you guys are disappointing me. You guys don't love your celebrities, guys. You guys hate them, bro. You guys hate them, bro. You can't convince me otherwise, bro. From these comments I'm getting on these posts.
You see, in many countries, success earns artists respect. But in South Africa, success often creates new enemies. The bigger an artist becomes, the higher the expectations. Fans stop comparing them to their peers. They compare them to their own pasts. Every new song has to be better. Every album has to be bigger. Every move gets analyzed. The artist isn't allowed to stay the same. If they experiment, they changed. And if they don't, they are boring. It's almost impossible to win, bro. And nobody experienced that more than Nasty C. When Nasty C arrived, he looked so unstoppable. He was young, technically gifted, internationally marketable.
In fact, I'm just staring at every yes and I'm just asking myself, can I feel love? And if I do, then I say, fuck it, it ain't real love. And I was trying to get to the bed like a pill does.
Many believed he would become Africa's biggest rapper. Then he signed with Def Jam. Instead of celebrating, parts of the internet became more critical. Some fans argued he sounded too American. Others felt like he had abandoned the sound that made him famous.
The reason why Nasty C did not make it as
how we thought he would
in the States is because he sounds like that. So imagine if MT were to go there, then he would make it. So do you think that's true? That he sounds too American to make it to America?
If you're from New York, you rap like a New Yorker, and if you're from Atlanta, you rap like from
true.
Atlanta. I think they couldn't place him.
Right. Right.
Every release sparked debates, not because the music was necessarily bad, but because expectations had become unrealistically high. Ironically, the same ambition people once admired became one of the biggest criticisms against him. But if Nasty C faced impossible expectations, Cassper Nyovest faced something completely different. You see, Cassper Nyovest achieved things that once seemed impossible for a South African rapper. He filled stadiums, built businesses, dominated charts, headlined major events. For years, he represented success.
People don't recognize that me, aka NKO, changed the game.
You did.
Before us, the longevity of artists was 3 years.
Sure. That's
like
wild.
There was always a conversation to say, what are you gonna do after music? Every interview, I'm like, what do you mean after music? They're like, yeah, in South Africa it's 3 years. It's like the one album that people like you for, the second album that people hate you for, and then the third album is the fall off.
But success created another problem. People got used to it. Eventually, winning stopped being exciting. Instead, audiences started waiting for mistakes. Every project was compared to his biggest hits. Every public statement became a headline.
This is Cassper. I think he's a shameless artist. You know what I mean? He's unashamed of dropping whack music. And he's unashamed. Like, he does it shamelessly, dog. Like, even his last album, he even put on those church things, and I'm like, hey, imagine. And then there was no real gospel on that album to be heard of.
His boxing matches, business ventures, and online comments often generated as much discussion as his music. To supporters, he was evolving. To critics, he had lost focus. Whether those opinions were fair or not, one thing is clear though. The conversation had shifted from celebrating his achievements to questioning everything he did.
It sounds like Cassper is trying to find his sound. He's sounding like an upcoming rapper. That is the worst part of it, bro. Like, you an OG, like you've done this, dog. Like, you know the game, you know the corners, you know the ropes, and you just
Then came an artist whose rise looked completely different. Well, this one is kind of different because the artist is not in SA hip-hop. Shebeshxt. Shebeshxt didn't become famous because he followed the traditional music industry. No, he became famous because the internet couldn't ignore him. His raw personality, unfiltered videos, and unique style made him one of the most talked about artists in the country. People either loved him or couldn't understand the hype. There was really a middle ground. As his popularity grew, so did the criticism. Every controversy, every public incident, and every online clip spread so fast. His career also intersected with heartbreaking personal tragedy, like losing his daughter, which drew widespread public attention and sympathy. Even so, discussions about his music and public behavior continued to divide audiences.
Since Shebeshxt got arrested, it's like they arrested the snake. You know, there's a saying in Xitsonga called "Komisa nyoka," is when you feed the hunger. I think the hunger of Lecompo has been fed. You understand? And there's no Lecompo artist that's going to now emerge or anything else. I think that's over. They need to find a new genre to move to. Unfortunately, because their biggest talisman, the GOAT of Lecompo artists is in prison.
So for an artist built by viral attention, constant public attention also meant constant public judgment. And that's the hidden cost of internet fame. Years ago, fans only heard from artists when an album dropped. Now they're watching them every day, every tweet, every Instagram live, every interview, every mistake. Social media has made celebrities feel closer than ever, but it has also made them easier to criticize. Algorithms reward outrage, I always say that. Negative opinions spread faster than positive ones. Just one viral post saying an artist fell off can reach millions before anyone has ever listened to their music. The conversation becomes bigger than the art itself. But there is another pattern though. South African audiences love discovering the next big thing. But once someone becomes the biggest name, the excitement fades. Suddenly, everyone starts looking for the next superstar. The same fans who once defended an artist begin saying they are overrated. Not because the artist changed overnight, but because being on top for way too long makes people want something new. It's a circle, bro. We've seen it over and over and over again. We build them up, celebrate them, question them, replace them, then we repeat. You see, Nasty C, Cassper Nyovest, and Shebeshxt are three completely different artists with three completely different careers. Yet all of them experienced the same pattern. As their fame grew, so did the criticism. Maybe South Africa doesn't actually hate its stars. Maybe success simply changes the way people see them. The higher someone climbs, the more people expect from them. And on the internet, expectations are almost impossible to satisfy, bro. Which means the next superstar is probably already being celebrated today, just only to become tomorrow's biggest target.
South Africa might not actually want a lot of their artists to go international the way we pray they do, the way we hope they do. It's like, oh, boy, if they get their big breaks, I really hope they do go international. I really hope they do go crazy overseas. Because when the artists start going crazy overseas, when they start going dumb overseas, it becomes crickets. When they start to reach that point of, it's like they feel unreachable, we stop speaking about them, bro. Tyler won a Grammy, and it's been crickets.